Assalamu alaikum students. This is question number 3, page number 12 of 10th class skill booster. We have to discuss question number 3.8, how the osmotic adjustment takes place in plants. According to osmotic adjustment in plants, plants are divided into 3 groups. First are hydrophytes, second xerophytes, and third are halophytes. Hydrophytes, hydro mean water, phytes mean plants. Hydrophytes are the plant which live completely or partially submerged in fresh water. Such plants do not face the problem of water shortage. They have developed mechanism for the removal of extra water from their cells. Hydrophytes have broad leaves with a large number of stomata on their upper surface. This characteristics helps them to remove extra amount of water. The most common example of such plants is water lily. Second type is xerophytes. Xerophytes are the plants living in the dry environment. They possess thick waxy cuticle over their epidermis to reduce the water loss from internal tissues. They have less number of stomata to reduce transpiration. Such plants have deep roots to absorb maximum water. Some xerophytes have special parenchyma cells in the stems or roots. These store large quantities of water. Such organs are called succulent organ. Cactus are the examples of such plants. The third group are halophytes. Halogen. Halo is from halogens. Halogen means salt formers or salts. Phytes mean plants. Such plants live in the sea water or in the salty water and are adapted to salty environment. Salt enter in their bodies of such plants due to their higher concentration in sea water. On the other hand, water tend to move out of their cells into the hypertonic sea water. When salts enter into cells, plants carry out active transport to move and hold large amount of salts and vacuoles. Salts are not allowed to move out through the semi-permeable membrane of the vacuole, so the sap of the vacuole remain even more hypertonic than the sea water. In this way, water does not move out of the cell, and many sea grasses are included in this group of plants. Next is question number 3, point number 9. Give the structure of human eye along with the diagram. As you know, on page number 49, human eye, our eyes are located in small portions of skull known as orbits or the eye sockets. Eyelids wipe the eyes and prevent dehydration. They spread tears on the eyes which contain substance for fighting bacterial infection. Eyelashes prevent the fine particles from entering eye. The structure of eye can be divided into 3 main layers. First is the outer layer known as sclera and cornea. Sclera on the back side and cornea on the front side. Sclera give eye the most its white color. It consists of dense connective tissue and protect the inner component of eye and maintain its shape. In front, the sclera form the transparent cornea. Cornea admit the light to the interior of eye and bends light rays so they can be brought to the focus. Here you can see this is the outer layer. On front side is cornea, while on the back side and other sides this is sclera. After this is middle layer. Middle layer is called choroid. It contains blood vessels and give the inner eye a dark color. The dark color prevents the disruptive reflection within eye, and behind the cornea, choroid bends to form a muscular ring called iris. Here this red line is choroid, and on the back side of cornea it bends and the structures it forms are called iris. These red lines are iris. There is a round hole called pupil in the center of the iris. After striking the cornea, the light passes through the pupil and the size of the pupil is adjusted by the muscles of iris. Pupil constricts in bright light when the circular muscles of iris contract. Similarly, pupil dilates in dim light when the radial muscles of iris contract. Next is third layer. Behind the iris there is a convex lens which focus the light on retina. Lens is attached to ciliary muscles of eye via the ring of the suspensory ligament. To clear see object far away, ciliary muscles are relaxed and lens become less convex. When ciliary muscles contract, lens become more convex. The last and inner layer is sensory and is called retina. It contains the photosensitive cells called rods and cones and associated neuron. Rods are sensitive to dim light while cones are sensitive to bright light. And so distinguish the different colors. Retina has 2 points, fovea and the optic disc. Fovea is a dip in retina directly opposite to lens and is densely packed with the cone cells. It is largely responsible for the color vision and sharpness. Optic disc is the point on retina where the optic nerve enters the retina. There are no rods and cones at this point, and that is why it is called as the blind spot. After this is the whole eyeball is divided into two chambers. One is aqueous humor and second is vitreous humor. The interior chamber in front of iris between cornea and iris, and the second is posterior chamber between iris. The interior chamber is called aqueous humor while the posterior is called vitreous humor. Students, in this lecture we discuss question number 8 and 9. Next we will discuss in next lecture.